over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those guys getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and today's starter, Sean Reed Foley. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts
Leading
per
off
nine off the
Philadelphia.
chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Trey Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. The pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. He didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him off. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The pitch. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And a pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Way inside. One out, base is empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Bryce Harper. First pitch, and he just misses. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swings through that.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 2 out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Reed Foley picks over, and he's back in easily. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. There's the strike. Two outs.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And ball one. Righty to the plate. Got him swinging. One left for Philadelphia. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Colby Allen. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Bottom of the first. Jeff McNeil stands in. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. The pitch. And a good eye there.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Baden settles underneath it. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases, and so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective, look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Outside corner, there's a strike. The 0-1. Just missed.
1-1.
Man at first, one away. And a strike on the outside edge. Stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now snap throw to first. Gilbert back in standing. Here's Francisco Lindor on the ground. They get the force, and the inning is over. Mets leave one, scoreless after 1. Back here in Queens, top of the second. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The pitch. Reed Foley, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014. And the right-hander deals. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And here it comes. And another ball. And a foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brett Beatty. He's coming off a 3-hit game at Sunday's series finale. Line to left and foul ball. Yohan. And a big swing and a miss. Rips one to right. One away.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Just missed.
1-0.
The 1-0.
One ball.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Here comes a pitch. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. And a pitch. And a changeup clips the zone for a strike. Schwarber, the runner at first with one gone to the inning. Line drive. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Johan.
So first and second with one man gone. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Second inning here, no score. Smoked into left field, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded, only one away.
Couple of singles back-to-back. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
One down. And now for the Phillies, Harry Ford. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
1-1.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Outside low, and it's 2-1. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. The Phillies with a chance to score first here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Hit in the air, center field. Gilbert should have this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off, down to the plate, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Turner stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. And that's in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Gilbert has this one sized up, corrals it, and that'll do it. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Andrew
up for
Vaughn
the
now.
Mets, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
As the lefty gets to work. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. To the left side, but it is well foul. One down, base is empty. Ball 1 low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he deals. That one fouled off. Now he breaks his bat. Alonso steps on first for the out.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
So here's Murphy now. That's a strike.
No ball. One strike.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball. Two strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
In the air, left field. Marsh moves under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Swing and a miss.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Kicks and deals. And there's a foul ball. Righty delivers. That one not close. And it's 2-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Comes the 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The right fielder, number 3.
And now here is Harper. Went down on strikes his first time through. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Reed Fuller checks over to first, and he's back. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike, and safe. It's a stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
The pitch. Center field. Under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. Man at second. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the pitch. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Schwarber swings through that one as he
strike.
comes to the plate for the second time today. Marsh at second with 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 hit is all they get. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Connor Joe.
Connor Joe.
The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Now at the plate, Trey Lipscomb. In there at the knees, and that is strike 1. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
McNeil swings through it for strike 1. And now the 0-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Drew Gilbert.
Now the number 2 hitter, Drew Gilbert. And he's already singled in this game.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Citi Field, and now it's going to be Brett Beatty. Reed Foley back to work.
No.
And the slider just misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brooks Raley, the left-hander, up and throwing. Whitgren, a right-hander. loosening up as well. And the 1-0. And a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The wind to kick the pitch. Fought off foul. The wind to the pitch. And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
The batter number 9.
So digging in, Whit Merrifield.
Merrifield.
Just missed.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball left side. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in there safely.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at second with 1 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Merrifield, the runner at second with 1 away. Wouldn't chase that time. And that one sliced foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tie them up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The throw's offline, he's saved. And they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's going to be Harry Ford. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty to the plate. And the slider just misses.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Pitch misses there. 3-0. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. There's the strike, and the count is 3-1. Fouled off. He was late. The pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Acuna over to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
That looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
One strike.
Good eye in that spot. Now move to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
The pitch. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one just misses the outside corner. 1-2 the count. And downstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes ball one. And there's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And now the lefty. Found back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. The Mets down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a ground ball to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. We're
Now
back,
pitching for
and there's
the
a new
Mets.
arm of the mound to start the
Number
fifth.
28.
Brooks Raley.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So the Philly
Leading
batting
off for
order turns
Philadelphia.
over. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. And here it comes.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Bounce to the left side. Lindor on to first. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Ripped to short. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Bryce.
Here's Harper now. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Out to short. And it's through for a hit. And Pete Alonso with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Now batting.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Pete. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And out of here. He'll touch them all. His 28th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Kicks and fires. Pitch
balls,
is in the
no
dirt,
strike.
and it's 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That
No,
misses,
that's a ball.
and that's ball 3. And there's the automatic. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Up the middle, Lindor. The throw to first.
He's out.
Third out, and that ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Queens, now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swung on, belted. Rojas going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, catcher, John Murphy.
Now it's John Murphy.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Marsh moving back. You can kiss it goodbye. And they're on the board. It's 4-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
1 out, bases empty. Connor Joe up now for the Mets. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed. Allard maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Strike 1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Out to center. Under this one. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Trey Lipscomb. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. This to center field. Rojas drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Darren McCarthy.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Gregory Soto, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bickford warming up as well. The wind and the pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering down in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Chop to third. Lipscomb. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield stands in for the Phillies.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And now Johan Rojas.
That's the ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Merrifield leads off first with one away. Check on the runner. Merrifield dives back in. Merrifield on the move. Ball outside. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch to run on right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. That can be pretty tough for a catcher to reach down and grab it and then get rid of it quickly enough to prevent that would-be base stealer.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Fouled off down the right side. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Rip, but it curls foul. Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around third. The throw in, but it's offline. It's 5-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford.
1-0.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Just missed.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
3 balls.
In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 7, shortstop, Trey.
Here's Turner now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
Well, and a bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And the right-hander deals. That one ripped, but foul. Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Softly hit to third. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Well, we go bottom 6. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
The designated
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Kicks and deals.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And a foul ball. the 2-1. And another ball.
3-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. And that's ball 4.
Take it, baby.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
In the air to left center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Nimmo stands in now and watches strike 1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. Safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And he deals. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Just a slow ground ball this time. Merrifield. One away, bottom of the 6th.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a couple of runs.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
There's a strike. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Bounced up the middle. Turner. Fires over to first. Out number 2, and another one comes in. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Fastball for a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jeff Hoffman getting ready to go. Strom, the left-hander, also throwing. 2 outs with a runner at third. And a swing and a miss.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Two outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. No advance, good job behind the dish. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gregory Soto.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Now here is Brandon Marsh.
The left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Soto, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes.
1-2.
And that's down and away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 3.
Bryce Harper.
That one down the line, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Wastes no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Pete Alonso. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Just missed. Harper over at second, 1 down. The pitch. And another ball. The 2-2. That's out to center field. Gilbert in position. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now back, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brett.
So first and second with 2 outs. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brett Beatty. Hit hard on the ground to short. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Phillies leave a couple, and it remains 5-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Gregory Santos.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the pitch. Murphy in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. The pitch. That catches the outside corner. And it's 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next to hit, Connor Joe. And a foul ball. The Mets trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the seventh. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And another ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one. Keeping straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. But I'm so glad I'm retired.
Stepping in, Trey Lipscomb. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Phil Bickford.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Merrifield.
Here comes a pitch. Bickford measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there. And the righty deals. The punch out there, and there's 1 down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Johan Rojas getting ready to hit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And a good eye there. Movement in the bullpen. Drew Smith up and loosening in the pen. Minter, the lefty, warming up as well. Next pitch is outside. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next offering is downstairs.
3-1.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
2 strike.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Right side, hard hit. In time to Vaughn. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
The catcher, Harry Ford.
2 outs, base is empty. Harry Ford stands in for the Phillies. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 11th of the year. It's 6-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Two outs. Just outside. Now 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. It's through for a hit.
Now batting, left fielder.
And at first, and now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
1 ball, no
Pitch
strike.
out, but no action. Foul ball. Ball to strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right-handed reliever. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Runner on the go. Gets a piece and stays alive. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Righty to the plate. Runner goes again.
3-2.
Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Back after this on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Strom. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Back to the top of the Mets order. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. The pitch.
Well, it's critical right here that they're down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Left-hand hitter waits. Gets under it and pops it up. Turner sizes this one up. 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Drew Gilbert.
And the batter now, Drew Gilbert.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. The pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Good eye in that spot. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Kicks and fires. And they'll do it again. And another ball. Goes down looking. Down in order go the Mets. And they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. A.J. Minter.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
As the lefty gets to work. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Swings through that one. To the right side, Acuna. Tosses to first. Harper retired. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. To third. On to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And there's the strike. Right through there for a strike. And that's outside. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Brian Abreu.
Outstanding year for him out of the pen in terms of locking up wins for this ball club. A chance right here for his 45th save of the season.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
Francisco Lindor.
And he deals. The shortstop takes the ball. Abreu, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And a pitch. And it's 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And a 1-1. On the ground. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
So man aboard. So up next for New York, Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Righty delivers. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And the pitch. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. It's 6-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. On the corner for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. That one missed.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
One-run game, bottom 9. Wouldn't chase that time. Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
At the belt and fires. On the ground, right side, Merrifield. One out, bottom of the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Tom Murphy. He's already homered here in this one. And fouled off. One down, base is empty.
That's the ball.
Off the mark there. And the count is 1-1. That's in there.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Trying to close out a one-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. That's outside. 2-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And another ball. Connor Joe up next. And the right-hander deals. Laser base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive. And it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
One down, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Connor Joe. And that one almost got him. Great stop. Throws from his knees. There's one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
Pressure packed in this final inning. Tying run on base. Great running and diving catch to rob the base hit and also prevent that run from scoring. What a great job. A lot of excitement in that dugout. It's going to carry into the clubhouse.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.